If you have not heard the story that just developed, Tiger Woods was arrested at 3 in the morning for a DUI in Florida. I don't want to make any sweeping comments on what it means. I have thought of Tiger Woods as a former golfer for some time now. It is a holiday weekend. I am not by any means normalizing it or rationalizing it. He clearly had too much to drink, got behind the wheel of a car, should have known better, smarter than that. But it's very interesting. This Saturday, this holiday weekend, I went to a football camp. It is a football camp that has the best high school quarterbacks in the country, the best freshman quarterbacks in the country. There were some kids that were in 7th and 8th grade there. Then you had great college quarterbacks like Josh Rosen at UCLA, and then you had some guys like Patrick Mahomes who had already been drafted. These quarterback camps are everywhere now. In fact, I'm going to another one this next Saturday in Redondo Beach, California. It will feature many of the best high school quarterbacks, college quarterbacks in the country. And as I was at that tournament this weekend, I got into conversations with a former general manager in the NFL and a couple of scouts. And we talked about how the culture in America has changed. And we talked about when you and I were kids, not to sound old here, but you could be a basketball player, a baseball player, maybe on the track team, and quarterback football. Those days are over. It is now a specialization culture. Now, the upside of the specialization culture is you get much better much sooner. I went and watched the top 5 high school quarterbacks in the country this weekend, one of them going to Clemson, one of them going to USC. They're going to be seniors. They're only juniors now. They look like college quarterbacks. Arm velocity, deep throws, poise, tempo, looking around the field, confidence. They look like college quarterbacks used to look like. Both will end up being very successful, go to wonderful universities, probably get drafted high, and make a lot of money. But the downside to intensity early is burnout soon after. My parents let me pursue what I wanted to pursue. That's why I come to work every day at 50, even on holiday weekends. On a holiday Monday when I don't have to work, I love going to work because I got to choose what I wanted to do, and I was never felt forced into it. Tiger Woods is like the young youth hockey player, the baseball player. The dad seemingly wants it more than the son. The son does, like the child actor, embrace it. Dad loves me doing this. Mom and dad are there at every game. It seems to make him happy. Hey, I'm darn good at this. It makes me happy. And often riches follow. But the downside to repetitive intensity early is your body breaks down because you used to be able to throw the football, then go shoot jumpers, then maybe play some baseball. You didn't have the repetition of body movements. Tiger Woods, a couple of years ago, had his 4th surgery on his back. 4th. He was in his, 30s. And I also think emotionally, Tiger Woods is burned out. Now, we've seen a lot of people with short careers, Sandy Koufax, Terrell Davis, and Tiger's wasn't really that short if you consider by 4 years old, he was golfing. And then by 34 years old, he was done. Shot. No more majors. I have considered him now for the last 5-6 years a former golfer. Nothing wrong with that. Certainly achieved the greatest 10, 12-year stretch I have ever seen. But it did make me think when I heard this story this morning of being at that football camp this weekend. I love to see the parents there. I love to see young people learning, growing, and getting great teachers. But I also worry about the intensity early creating burnout late. Tiger Woods now, look at his age. He's a young man, really. He's a young adult. DUI, career over, kind of lost, divorced, smart guy, went to Stanford, massive bank account, kind of struggling here, figuring out, what do I do next? I understand the intensity, the coaching, the commitment. But I worry about the burnout, and I worry about now having a society where a kid can't play 3 sports. He has to go on youth baseball trips all summer long, gives up his childhood, So hopefully he can get drafted in the 39th round by the Phillies. I worry about kids. Can they just be kids? Can they be goofy and go to summer camps? Yes, Tiger Woods is going to be worth at some point, if he's not already, $500 million. He is the outlier. I wish we'd allow kids to grow more slowly. We'd put them in multiple sports, because even when you do succeed at the highest point, i.e. Tiger Woods, this is often how it ends.